Hi guys, so today I am back at the Magic Kingdom. It's currently a not so scary party day, which means the crowds are going to be significantly less busy than they usually are, but I'm here for the final 2 hours of the park being open just to run around, ride some rides, and maybe meet some characters. It's kind of cool, so way over there are the party guests, the not so scary party guests entering for the party tonight because it's about 4 o'clock so they can enter into the park. Right over here is where I can enter, so there's no line for me because I have to leave in about 2 hours. Tonight's Not So Scary Halloween party is sold out, so it might be a little bit busier in the overlap of regular park guests leaving for the day and then the party guests arriving, but I'm still excited and happy to be here. Alright, so I'm inside Magic Kingdom currently. There goes Nick Wilde right over there. So what I definitely do want to do is go over to Town Square Theater to get a picture with Mickey and Minnie because they're going to be going away soon. That's actually the main reason why I'm here today. So I was going to grab a picture with Nick, but he's currently being absolutely swamped by people, so I'm going to run inside and get a picture with Mickey and Minnie. So it's a little bit confusing in here. Right now I'm in the line for Mickey and Minnie. There's a middle line for Tinkerbell, and then there's a bunch of people kind of camping out against the wall over there for Jack and Sally once the Halloween party starts. But hopefully I get to meet them fairly soon. Just been waiting about 5 or so minutes. Alright, getting just a little bit closer. That's where I came in, right over there, about 10 minutes later. Alright, I'm inside. I'm about to meet Mickey and Minnie in their celebration little costumes here. They look so adorable. Alright, I just met Mickey and Minnie back there. I think I said this before, I don't really like to film characters when I'm by myself because I think I look kind of weird doing it, but I got to have a fun picture, little meet and greet with them, and I'll put that right there so you can see that. Yay. Alright, so that's where I just came out into the Town Square Theater gift shop. That's kind of funny. Right there, look at that. So I think I'm gonna head back outside and maybe see if Nick is still walking around, Nick Wilde. Maybe I can get like a cool picture with him, or Judy, like a quick selfie or something. Hi. I never really came over to this little corner of the park at the exit of Town Square Theater, and it really is very pretty, and it's kind of a little bit quieter too, so I know I would appreciate getting to take advantage of that, hopefully very often. Alright, let's see. I see Nick over there. He should only be here for about 5 more minutes according to the app, so maybe I'll get a selfie, maybe not. I'm a little bit nervous. That's where I came out, way over there, and Nick is just walking around. He has a full-on posse of people just following him around because he is so popular. He gets swarmed by people. It's just hard to walk up and ask for a selfie because everybody else does it. I'm gonna head over to Frontierland in just a little bit. There's Judy Hopps, and Nick is, again, kind of right back there. I have about 15 minutes to make it back to Big Thunder Mountain, so hopefully I make it in time, but it would be really cool to get a selfie. Here comes Move It, Shake It, Mask It, Dance It, hanging out with Nick Wilde. Judy Hopps is way over there. And there's Mickey and Minnie. I just met them! Man, they move really fast. So Move It, Shake It just ended. Nick had to run back to meet up with Judy to do some police work. So I think I'm gonna head over to Frontierland and just do my Fast Pass and just continue along with my day as I planned it. There are a lot of people heading out of the park right now, wow. Okay, so Main Street was a little bit crowded because of the parade, but I made it to the Magic Kingdom hub. Now I'm heading over to Frontierland, like I said, to ride Big Thunder Mountain. I have about 45 minutes until the park closes. So I'm heading through Liberty Square to head over to Frontierland, and I just noticed that they filled up the moat by the castle again. So this pathway is complete, this is all done, and the moat is now filled again. And now you can make it to Sleepy Hollow to get some food, which is pretty tantalizing right now because it's very hot.
The year is 1776, and the Second Continental Congress has convened.
Roll call, Thomas Jefferson.
Hi-ho, Jefferson here.
John Adams.
Hey, that's me. Woohoo!
And the highly quotable Benjamin Franklin.
Ah, Ben Franklin here. A penny saved is a penny earned. And if at first you don't succeed, then skydiving is definitely not the sport for you.
So this is the Great Moments in History featuring the Muppets, which is going to be going away here apparently in about a week, which is really sad. I've always loved walking by and seeing that show going on, but I do have to head over to Frontierland to make it to my Fast Pass. And I kind of boxed myself in here, whoops. The farther away that I get from the hub, the less people that there are. There's really nobody behind me or in front of me as I head back to Thunder Mountain. It may not have like an incredibly long line, but what's weird is that when I came here the other day, I was here before the party crowd got here, because when you have a valid ticket to Not So Scary, you can get into the park a little bit earlier. So where I'm when I came today, it was kind of like that overlap time where the party guests are getting here as everybody else is still here. So that's when it's kind of busy, is like right at the end of a not so scary day in Magic Kingdom. So right around 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, because that's kind of when the big chunk of people is going to be here. They haven't seemed to have made it back here though, because it's a 20-minute wait for Big Thunder Mountain, so that's good. But I do have a fast pass, or so I thought I did. I thought I had a fast pass for right now, but it didn't show up when I scanned. So, oh well. At least it's only a 20-minute wait. I can handle that. That's not that bad. I definitely did make a fast pass though when I was hanging out with Nick Wilder. I was stalking him, I guess is the more appropriate term. I don't know, the app was acting kind of weird though, so maybe I thought that it registered, but it didn't. One thing about waiting in these standby lines, you get to see really cool angles of things that you don't normally get to see when you're waiting at Fast Pass, because you just pretty much walk straight onto the ride when you go through the Fast Pass line. Alright, we're waiting about like 5 minutes or so, maybe a little bit more. Should be on here within the next maybe 10. There goes the river boats. Pretty much gotta turn the corner here, and we'll be going right down to the trains. Okay, heading down to the trains. This is gonna be fun. I haven't done this in kind of a little bit. I feel like this water effect hasn't worked in kind of a long time. It's a little bit sad. I don't entirely miss it because it always got me and my camera wet, but maybe it'll come back one day. Woohoo! Whoa! Whoa! Woo! Oh, there goes. Ah, the Liberty Bell. This is a beautiful time of day to ride this. So I actually have about 15 minutes left before the park officially closes for the night. So I think I'm gonna run over to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and just hop in line for that, just to do that as my last attraction of the day. And if I can come to Magic Kingdom and I can meet Minnie, Mickey, and I can ride Big Thunder Mountain and I can ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, then I would consider that quite an accomplishment. Something else is, during the party, we totally did not come over to Frontierland to do any of the treat stations or entertainment over here. We pretty much kept it to Fantasyland, not even Fantasyland, mostly Tomorrowland and Adventureland is where we kind of spent most of our time, but there were treat stations over here, and there were treat stations, I guess, over in Country Bears. I don't know, we didn't make it over here. We still got a good amount of candy, but it would have been cool to kind of make it around the entire park. There's Splash Mountain. That looks pretty refreshing right now, to be totally honest, but I have 10 minutes to make it over to Seven Dwarfs and maybe grab a snack for the line. So maybe I'll go over to, I don't know, where should I go? Well, we have like a pretty slow wait time right now for a snack. It is really quiet on this little bypass heading back towards Fantasyland, over towards the castle. There's nobody else here. It's just me. Everybody's kind of walking over here. I really am gonna miss the Muppets over here in Liberty Square. Not really sure what they're gonna be doing to the market over here. I think they're just kind of redoing the seating over here, the seating area, but I'm not totally sure. Okay, I made it to Fantasyland. I have about a little bit more than 5 minutes to head over to, I guess, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Still trying to think of a treat that I could bring in line with me, but if I can't think of one, then I'll probably just hop in line so they don't close the line right before I get there. Way over there, you can kind of see the crane that's been constructed for the dream lights on the castle, the holiday lights that are lit up by Elsa on the castle. So those are always pretty whenever they're finally finished. So let me see what Friar's Nook has in terms of like a dessert option. Okay, so there really wasn't an option over at the Friar's Nook, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hop in line for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It's a 30-minute wait. Yikes, the line ends right here and it still has to go all the way through the cabin and inside. This might be a little bit more than a 30-minute wait. We'll see. Okay, moving up just a little bit. It's been about 10 minutes. Still have to kind of go all the way around here and then through the cabin. This may take a little bit, but at least I'm in line. Okay, about 10 minutes later and I made it up to, I guess this really isn't the cottage. The cottage is on the other side, but these are the, I guess, structures of the mine. Is that what this is? Getting just a little bit closer, walking past all the gems right now. Man, I still remember when these used to be touch screens way back in the day. Okay, heading into the vault now. So just one more, actually a few more down and backs, and I should be able to hop on the ride. There's no more fast pass now because the park closed about 25 minutes ago. ride. That took about 30 minutes exactly.
That took my picture with my mouth wide open.
So I totally did have the front row on that initially, but the family behind me requested if, ooh, that's bright. They requested if they could ride together, so I sat in the second row. Why is that so bright? Wow. There's a little cottage. But now it's about 6:35 right now, so the park has been closed for 35 minutes. I should probably get out of here. I'm currently like the only person in the vicinity without a not so scary wristband, so I feel kind of weird just being here in general. I know that they do a park sweep with cast members at some point before the party starts. It officially starts at 7 o'clock and it's about 6:40 now, so I still should probably get out of here so I don't look suspicious. And there it is, there's the crane that puts the lights on the castle for the Christmas season. Gonna be super excited for when that starts in pretty much a month or so. So it's kind of hard to see, but these two turrets here are completely covered in lights. There's some lights right here on this spire, on that spire. So they're definitely coming along. They do a really good job of doing it. It does take kind of a long time and it's a bit of an undertaking, but it's cool to see the process. And again, I'm excited to kind of see what it looks like in the coming months. And I'm walking on this extended pathway and I like it a lot. Man, I remember how claustrophobic Sleepy Hollow was with the walls flush up against the posts and the brick. And now it's all nice and open and it looks fantastic.
It is I, your ghost, your ghost. I see many new happy thoughts are materializing for tonight's not-so-scary Halloween party. It would be our treat to have you join our celebration. Yet we already have too many bodies in attendance.
So they pretty much just made an announcement saying that the park was at capacity for the party tonight, which is definitely understandable. There were plenty of people in the park today that made it kind of busy, especially for a party day. I don't think they're using this gondola for a meet and greet this year. Maybe they are. I think they're putting the grave diggers here. They used to have Jack and Sally meet right there, but their lines got so long and then contingent to weather, they moved them to Town Square Theater. So that's why that entire line was there earlier today. I had to go around the hub because they have stations set up to check people's wristbands to make sure that they are able to be in attendance to the party tonight, especially on a night like tonight when it's that busy and crowded. All right, heading out of the park, back down Main Street, hopefully hopping on a monorail. It's kind of good that I did do Mine Train because maybe that alleviated some of the exit crowds to get back onto the monorail, I'm hoping. Okay, and after I pass this rope right here, I guess I will be out of the party, and now I'm back being a regular guest. It was incredibly hot earlier and kind of uncomfortable, but now that the sun has kind of gone away a little bit, it actually feels pretty good, especially in the shade. There's really no more clouds in the sky. There were a bunch of clouds earlier, that's for sure. For a sold-out party, this little sliver of Main Street is actually kind of empty. I know everybody's getting their pictures right now on Main Street before the sun goes down, like this one right here. That's one of the most popular ones. Yeah, see, so last time the line kind of extended right here, but now it's so long that it kind of wraps all the way around and starts right over there. But I think it's time to head out of the park. The party officially starts in about 10 minutes. Wow, if I thought the lines to get into the park to get your wristband to be able to be admitted into the party were bad earlier, look at them now. They go all the way out to the fence over there. Whew. All right, goodbye Magic Kingdom. These are all people arriving for Not So Scary tonight, and look at everybody leaving. There's nobody. It's just me. Okay, monorail just got here, so wait for me, please. Okay, I made it onto the monorail, heading back to the TTC. And I'm now just hearing them in the distance, making the announcement that the park is now officially closed to Magic Kingdom.
For those of you standing, please hold onto the handrails throughout our journey.
So it's kind of hard to tell, but this path right here is a path that was supposed to connect the Grand Floridian with the Magic Kingdom, but it was never finished. You can kind of see that it stops. Well, you can't can't really see it quite yet, but you can see that it's been done for the longest time, but they didn't complete it, and they just made an announcement kind of recently. Right here is where it stops, and it looks like they're finally finishing it. Right now I assume that's what they're working on, so you'll be able to walk from the Magic Kingdom to the Grand Floridian and then effectively back to the parking lot. So a day is going to be coming soon where I can walk from the parking lots all the way to the Magic Kingdom if I want. It's going to be a long walk, but I will do it. There's still a bunch of construction going on at the transportation and ticket center. There's everybody hopping into security for their bag check and heading into the park. Today was a nice fun day. Look at that sunset. Well, I started the video today by getting off of the monorail, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video by getting off of the monorail. Today was an interesting day. It was a bit of a last minute decision to go because I've been trying to keep track of various entertainment offerings at Disney and when they close, and just keeping up with that refurbishment schedule of various rides and entertainment. And it's a little bit hard because it's kind of contingent sometimes. Sometimes shows and character meet and greets are ending, then sometimes they get extended. And so Mickey and Minnie are definitely going away on the 30th this year, at least their celebration costumes that they have had for the past year in honor of Mickey's 90th birthday that they started last year, as well as the, I think they were called the Long Lost Friends, like Nick and Judy, and then the various other characters that would meet out in front of the flagpole on Main Street. So that was kind of the attraction to come today, to want to come to Magic Kingdom. I didn't get a picture with Nick or Judy because they were just so swamped, and I felt so bad following them around and feeling the need to stick a camera in their face, so I just kind of observed for the most part. But I did get to meet Mickey and Minnie, and that was fun. I got to kind of watch a little bit of the Muppets show. The Muppet Show, Great Moments in History, featuring the Muppets. And so that was cool because that's going to be ending pretty soon here too. So it was a trip to Magic Kingdom. It was a little bit stressful because, again, I did show up kind of at that overlapping time of the Not So Scary guests arriving and everybody else still being there, so it was a little bit busy for the most part, at least in certain parts of the park. But the rides themselves, like the lines, they weren't really that bad. But I got to go to Magic Kingdom, which is always a positive and a plus and a cool experience. So I'm heading home. I had a good day and I'm tired, so have a good day. Goodbye. Thanks for tagging along. See you soon.